Hello everyone, welcome to Boondock Dwayne's RV Show. In today's video, we're going to be talking about doing a walkthrough, and I have a little list. And I don't want to confuse this with a third-party inspection. I highly recommend everybody gets a third-party inspection from a certified RV tech or certified RV inspector. It's just the thing to do. I don't care if it's brand new RV or a new to you RV. Get that inspection. It's going to save you a lot of time and trouble in the long run. What we're talking about is our walkthrough, which is have your third-party inspection. They're going to find anything they find. You're going to get with the dealer and have all those items repaired, and then you're going to be able to double check that off of your third-party inspection when you do your walkthrough. I do have this cool little list. It's not going to be all in order because it's really going to be based on your dealer doing that walkthrough, but I do have this list and it'll be in the description. So I'm going to hit this the best I can because who knows the order. You just want to make sure you hit everything on this list because it's what I've been doing for many, many years. And we've had all of our RVs over the years. So number one, you want to make sure you bring a flashlight. If you're a couple tag team, 2 flashlights, you're going to need them. Your phone with a charging cable, you need to check all the USB. Microwave safe cup. Going to want to check the microwave by boiling water for 5 minutes. Fridge freezer thermometer. I always do this. Just a regular fridge freezer thermometer. I'll put a link to it, inexpensive one. But you can usually get those at like a True Value hardware store. As soon as you get there, you want to put it in the fridge side. I always start on the fridge side. I guess it doesn't matter, but get that in the fridge. You're going to look at it later. And then a hair dryer, a nice 1500, 1700 watt hair dryer, because we're going to test all the 120 volt outlets. And if you have a problem with the circuit in 120, hair dryer is pretty good at finding it. So number one, they're going to do this on their page. Going to make sure the propane's full and on to do your walkthrough. The Nautilus, they're usually set in city water to begin. If they go over the Nautilus, make sure you understand how everything works on that Nautilus. Have them go over it. Of course, there's so many videos for the B&B Nautilus or whatever brand water system you have. Make sure they show you all the basics and let you know, hey, because you're taking the trailer away. Here it is on city water. Here it is on power fill to fill the fresh tank. And here it is on your fresh tank on your pump. So make sure you go over that. So once you get started, it's really the flashlights. You want to check every single cabinet, every square inch of every cabinet, drawer, the hardware. Check the little magnets for the cabinet doors. Make sure the little metal striker plate for the magnet is on there properly. No strip screws. You want to do that. Next is going to be your flooring. Every square inch of the flooring. Make sure you do the flaps for your slides. Every square inch. I'm going to tell you, I like to have those little red, blue, yellow, green sticky circles. That way you can find any flaws that you find. You can stick it on there, write a number, and then start your list on the back of anything you find. And then there, of course, they just unpeel without leaving residue. So I'll leave a link to those. It's just the office supply ones, nothing major. So you're doing your floor. Next is going to be your furniture. Check all your furniture head to toe. If your theater chairs have heaters, check those. Massagers, check those. Your couch, anything that pulls out makes to a bed, end tables, every square inch of everything. And if you find something, put a sticky on it. Make a note so when you're done, you can just go over the whole list at once. It's hard to nitpick all these individual items as you go. So we've done all our cabinets, every square inch under the sinks. Check all those. We're going to get under the sinks wherever there is a sink in a cabinet. We're going to check those again with the flashlights for a second time when we get to plumbing. So all the countertops, furniture, floors, cabinets, all thorough. Take your time. Remember, they're going to be on their time frame to push you through, and you're on your time frame as the buyer. They work for you. You don't work for them. So don't be afraid. Don't be scared to slow them down. I'm going fast because there are a few sites over with the weed eater here at Riverbend RV, so I'm trying to beat that. But I will slow down a bit. So we've checked all the cabinets, countertops, all of that. Next will be the slides, and I like to do this because we've already been in the interior checking everything. You want to check all your slide trim. You want to do your slides at least 4 times in and out. They have to tell you which slides are electric. You need to know where those systems are. If you haven't done it yet, you need to get hooked up to your One Control. You need to get your Bluetooth hooked up. You also want to do that and be ready with your Bluetooth systems for your built-in speakers. You just need to check every single system. It's all on the list. So you want to check your slides in and out. You also want to pull in each slide, turn the lights off, even if you have to pull the shades. You want to look behind the trim where the gasket is. When the slide is out, the trim is pushed against the gasket, of course, right here. When the slide is in, it's pushed into the gasket that's on the face of the slide opening. And you need to be able to get in here and look around. If you see sunlight, chances are you're going to have a leak. So be sure to do that. What's next? Next is going to be the hair dryer and your 120 systems. You want to check every single outlet with that hair dryer. Run it on high. Check every duplex, not just one. Check 2, because I've actually seen them where the duplex was made wrong, or they've wired it. It didn't have its metal tab that marries the duplex together, and I've actually seen them where one works, one doesn't. I've actually seen them where both of them didn't work because they didn't have the hot and the common on the same terminal with the bad outlet. So be sure to check every 120. You're also going to check, again, all your USBs, everything. Check that with your phone and your phone cable. 120, you're going to check the microwave. Put in that coffee cup with a full thing of water, run it for 5 minutes. You want to check your microwave. You're checking your microwave. You want to check your fireplace if you have one. Make sure you have your remote for that. Also, make sure you have your remotes for the TVs. Most of the time, if you have a televator, the TV's already up in the televator. Make sure that works. Make sure any TVs you have work and you have all your remotes. This is the great time to collect all your remotes. Air conditioners and heat pumps. If you have the new chill cubes, make sure you have the remotes. Make sure you understand how they work, what a heat pump is if you have it, how it works with your individual thermostats. This is also a good time, now that you've checked all your 120 items, TVs, fireplace, microwave, air conditioners, heat pumps. Now you want to check your furnace. Make sure you know where the furnace thermostat is, how that operates. Make sure that works. Next is a good time to check your remaining appliance, which is your stove and your oven. Make sure you know how that strikes, how that works. Make sure you can actually strike your oven and leave it in pilot light mode, where you can just leave it there and turn it on and off, on and off. Refrigerator, now's the time to check and make sure that fridge thermometer matches at least closely matches what's on the settings on the face of the fridge. Then you're going to move it over to the freezer, and you just want to check that in 15-20 minutes. Make sure it's went down to the freezing area. So now we've checked all those appliances. Next is any other electrical. You've checked your bedroom. MaxxAir fans now, those are 12 volt. Check all your MaxxAir fans. It's on the list. You just need to make sure you check everything that's included in all your systems. You checked your furnace. Next is plumbing. This is again where you're going to be on city water to start. You need to turn on all your faucets. Let them run for 10 minutes. Get under each sink and check with a flashlight that you don't have any leaks. You also want to have them tell you where all your cutoff valves are, including the washer, even if you're not using one, because it's usually in the pass-through or somewhere else where you can get to it. You need to know where that is. You need to check under your bathroom sink. You need to check your head, your shower. You need to make sure there's no leaks. You need to flush your heads 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. Be sure to take your flashlight around the base to make sure that that gasket is sealed and you have no leaks. Check for any leaks behind the head where the PEX or your water lines hook up. You need to check all that. Hot water heater, you need to know what kind of hot water heater you have, either tanked or on demand. You need to know how that works. We've done all that. Also, after you've now been flushing the heads 10 times and running water and just letting it run for 10 minutes, it's a great time to go out and look under the trailer and start doing your walk around the trailer. You can shut those off. If you're going to have a leak, you would see it through the underbelly. You would have leaks under the trailer. It's a perfect time to also check under your trailer and check all your gaskets for all your cargo bays. Everything's on this list. Take a special note to check your frame, your leaf springs, your suspension for excessive rust. If your trailer was delivered in the dead of winter and it went through salty, nasty roads, icy roads, you have excessive rust, you need to note that right now. You need to tell your dealer. You also need to make sure you know about your disconnects for your power. You need to know about your battery systems, what they actually installed. If it's like a Brinkley G, it comes with lithium batteries and the inverter. That's the other thing. They need to show you how your inverter works if you have one. If not, you need to know where those disconnects are. They're going to do the whole tutorial. Your trailer's already going to be plugged into shore power. You're going to unplug that, of course, to do all your 12-volt systems. The main thing is to take your time. It's going to be all mixed up. Take your time. Follow a list. If anyone has anything I've left off, please leave a comment, make a note, because we can always edit the list. The main thing is it's for you. It's not for them. And to make sure that your trailer works when you leave, because almost everybody goes right from the dealer and travels and has a shakedown trip. So you need to make sure everything works. And it's also good, always, if you can, try to make sure you do a shakedown camp close to your dealer if you have any drama, and do it when you know they're going to be open. Don't do it on a Sunday if your dealer's closed. I hope this is helpful. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing around. There's no formatted way to do it because they're going to still lead you on the path they want to lead you on. But make sure you check all these systems. Anyone who's owned an RV, this is old school. You don't need this. But if you're new to an RV or you think there's anything you're going to forget, this is pretty comprehensive. I mean, it'll get you through a walkthrough. And you'll know if something's wrong right there at the dealer. Let's go over my few things I have. Boondock Dwayne's RV Show on Instagram. Facebook, Boondock Dwayne's RV Show on the old Facebook. What do we have? YouTube, if you're watching, shocking, Boondock Dwayne's RV Show. And then the only other thing is I am working on my website, which will have our blog, travel blog, which starts now. I should have something up by June 12th, and the blog will be running normally. If you like my content, please subscribe. If you don't, no big deal. Hope you like the videos. Be safe and camp on.